Okay, it's on live.
All right, Shabbat Shalom. It's a Great Millstone, New Orleans, coming back at you with another live sit down. Before we get started, we want to give our praises, glory, infinite honors to Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Bahasham,
Bahasham,
Yahweh,
Bahasham,
Bahasham, Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who taught us the true and rule well, and peace, blessings, and salutations be to the hopefully elect, or as well as those that believe in the gospel. And we're just gonna get into another lesson on how you know, the Lord is getting ready to magnify his name again. All right, as he did in the previous times before, all right, in previous captivities, all right, particularly in the captivity of Egypt, all right, as he led the children of Israel, all right, through Moses out of captivity into the promised land. The Lord is getting ready to do that again, all right, as we are here in spiritual Egypt, all right, and through the men that he set up this time, all right, led through the Spirit, he's getting ready to lead us out again. All right, now you can start off with that, Joshua.
God, it's the book of Joshua, chapter 2, verse 9. And she said unto me, Slakin, and she said unto the men, I know that the Lord hath given you the land, and that your terror is fallen upon us, and that all the inhabitants of the land faint because of you.
Right, and all the inhabitants, which was all of those other nations, all right, during the times of Joshua, all right, after Moses died, and it was pretty much giving Joshua the changing of the guard to lead the children of Israel into the land of Canaan, all right, which was the land that was promised to them from Abraham to Isaac to Jacob, all right. But the point was that all the inhabitants of the land was already faint because they had witnessed or they had heard of, they had knew, the powerful, the terrible things that the Lord did, you know, and and it says she, it's talking about I believe it's Rahab, the harlot, you know, because she, went in to try to make a deal, all right, which those two spies, he honored the deal or whatnot, because she knew that, hey, wherever the Israelites are going, they're gonna, take this land. They knew it was already for them. You can keep going, Kalaya.
God, verse 10. For we have heard how the Lord dried up the water of the Red Sea for you when you came out of Egypt, and what
Right,
you did.
right,
What?
and then they already heard because word of mouth travels fast when a great miracle, miraculous miracle travels. It happens like that. You talk about a power that literally parted, the Red Sea, man. All right, and made dry land stand up on the ground. All right. Let his people pass through and then close and let the waters fall back through, man. You know, that's the Lord pulling off a miraculous miracle, man. You know, you can keep going, bro.
God. It says, and what ye did unto the two kings of the Amorites that were on the other side, Jordan, Sihon, and Og, whom ye utterly destroyed.
Keep going.
And as soon as we had heard these things, our hearts did melt, neither did there remain any more courage in any man because of you. For the Lord, your power, he is the power in the heaven above and the earth beneath.
Con. You know, it said our hearts did melt, and neither did there remain any more courage in man. Why? Because they witnessed, the terribleness of the Lord, man. All right, and real soon, these nations, all right, including 2/3 of Israel, all right, as well as other, Israelites that scattered throughout the world, all right, that's not destined for salvation. They getting ready to witness the terribleness of the Lord, man. All right, as they call him, the terrible demon-like power. All right, Alasaja. All right, this is getting ready to come back. In the earth, he's getting ready to magnify his name again. All right, and as men of the Lord, as prophets, this is we're here to tell you, man. You know, if y'all bros, you want to say something?
I got a quick precept for you.
Con, y'all can run it.
If I could just go real quick, just back
You
you up
got
on that the terrible power, of Yahweh Bashim Shah. It's a beautiful power that we have that's for Israel only, but also know that he's a terrible power also, when it comes down to laying down that law. But this is Deuteronomy 10:17. It says, "For the Lord, Yahweh, your power, is a power of gods and Lord of lords, a great God, a mighty and a terrible, which regardeth not persons, nor taketh rewards."
Right, the Lord of Lords. All right, the power of all powers, man. All right, this is the highest, which is why he has a title, the Most High, because there's no one that sits with him. All right, there's no one that can get up, with Yahweh, man. All right, it says he a mighty and terrible, which regarded no persons, man, nor take a reward. You know, you can't bribe, the Most High. It say who shows no
I got one.
say which regarded not persons, nor take rewards. You could read verse 18, and you can stop at the comma too, Bayan. You got it, Elder.
Con. This is Deuteronomy 10:18. It says, "He
He
doth execute the judgment of the
judgment.
fatherless."
Yeah, that's right. And he executing judgment, man. All right. And a part of him magnifying his name is coming back through his son Yahweh Shai to execute judgment, man. You got it, Elder.
Yeah, this is Psalms 83:17 and 18. It said, "Let them be profounded in trouble forever. Yea, let them be put to shame and perish, that men may know that thou, whose name alone is Yahweh, art the most high over all the earth."
Yeah. It said that men may know, you know, because this is what we be telling you, man. And we trying to beat the point home that hey, you gonna get to know the terrible demon like power of Yahweh, man. All right. When he sins, he gives his son that head nod, all right, to jump off the throne, you know. You getting ready to see, the work of the Lord, man. All right, and it's not gonna be pretty, you know. You have one next, huh, Raya?
Khan.
Alashijah.
Huh.
Yeah, this is Second Esdras chapter 9. I'm gonna start at verse 1. He answered me then and said, "Measure thou the time diligently in itself." Just to back up what you were saying, that hey, it's our job as the prophets, herald in these times that of Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, and making himself known again in the world, making his name known by these great judgments and calamities and miracles he's bringing. And when thou seest part of the signs past, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made.
Huh. And that's what we're doing, measuring the times, man. All right. As Yahweh Shai said in Matthew 24, he gave us, kind of like a list to say, here's things that's gonna be happening when we know we at the end. And we know that it's here. All right. You got the ushering in of the MOTB. All right. The whole stage is set for that. You know, you got World War III, the stage is set for that. All right. So we know and ultimately with these what you call it, earthquakes in diverse places. All right. What you seeing multitudes of people getting deleted from the earth, as the brother Kaya always say, how the numbers just gonna start sporadically just increasing, going from tens and hundreds to thousands, you know. This the terribleness of the Lord, man. Because we know that he's the only one that kill it, and we know that he's the only one that makes alive. So who's the one doing all the killing, man? It's the Lord. You see? You had one, Kaya? You wanted to say something?
Yeah, I think that Brother Ryan has something before me.
Yeah, I have just a few more verses.
Kaya.
Verse 3, and you were going into it a little bit with those signs in Matthew 24. Therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world, then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning. For like as all that is made in the world hath a beginning and an end, and the end is manifest, Even so, the times also of the highest have plain beginnings and wonders and powerful effects and endings in effects and signs.
I could bring a piece up to go with that
Come on.
to answer that too. 'Cause this is Psalms 9:16. The Lord is known by judgment, which He executed. The wicked is snared in the works of their own hand. Now, for these end times, how the Lord's going to be known and made known by is the judgment He's going to be executing on the wicked. All right, and on the whole world. Then the people are going to know that there is a power, because you got atheists, you got all type of people that they on the fence if there is a God or not. We came from evolution, and you just came out of nowhere, and all these wayward doctrines and shit. But when the Lord get finished with Babylon the Great, the so-called white man and the 2/3, the world will know that there is a power on the earth. All right, and that governs the heaven and earth. They will know that He has a son, because right now everybody plays Christianity is the biggest joke there is. They make movies, sitcoms, comedy shows about church and pastors and how religion is bullshit, which it is. All right, but at the end of the day, they don't defeat the fact that there is a power. All right, and his name is Yahweh, that actually, through the angels and everything else what the Bible says that create everything, they don't negate the fact that he is real, man. All right, and right now, like the brothers get into, nobody knows him but the elect. All right, and the 1/3, but the whole world gonna know when he finish with this place, man. All right, you gonna not play with him, and it's gonna be, like I said, it's gonna be known through blood, guts, and ass, man. When he's tearing people apart, people getting all jacked up, then you gonna know. That's a really, really, even with the women, and hard headed niggas. When niggas know when it's real, when you start seeing their own blood and you getting on their ass, man, that's when people know shit real then, man. So the Lord going to have to do that. All right? Go ahead, Op.
And if I could say too, once the Lord is fully sworn, is fully in the mode of just bringing straight swift judgment, it's gonna be too late for you then, man. You know, it's definitely gonna be way too late for you to try to get in line, all right, or to try to say, oh, it's gonna be too late because the doors of mercy gonna be closed. All right, it's gonna be a famine of the word, and this is gonna be straight raw judgment in the earth, man. You got it, Kaya.
Okay,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
just bring out one more. Bible
Come
chat.
on.
One more I just found. This is Psalms 59:13. It says, "Consume them in wrath, consume them, that they may not be. Let them know that Yahweh ruleth in Jacob upon the earth. My bad, upon the ends of the earth." It's like, you know,
Uh, it said consume, right?
yeah.
And it's the word consume in the online etymology. It says to destroy by separating into parts which cannot be reunited.
Oh, Lord.
Man, it says to destroy the substance of or annihilate. So the Lord is getting ready to completely consume you nations, man. All right, as well as you wicked Israelites, bro, that just refuse to get right. As it says in Isaiah 1, why stricken ye more and more? You're gonna revolt more and more, man. All right, and that goes for you other nations as well who had a chance to rule. All right, but you ruled in wickedness. You got it.
One more. I found one more. Salaki. This is Jeremiah 16:21. Jeremiah chapter 16, verse 21. It says, "Therefore, behold, I will this once cause them to know. I will cause them to know my hand and my might, and they shall know that my name is the Lord, or Yahweh, or Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, man." You know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I will cause them. He gonna make you. All right, you gonna get to know the Lord, man. All right, whether you like it or not. And the Lord that you think you know is not the Lord that you think you know. If you can get what I'm saying. But you got it, Kaya. I know you've been holding, bro.
Yeah, you take when you get actually going to the Lord name, it means he exists. So what's about to happen when the Lord name is back in the earth, you about to feel the Lord existence. For a long time, people haven't felt the presence of the Lord. Even in the time when Yahweh Shah came down and Moses, the people were scared. because they started backside of the law. But if it is there more for Yahweh Shai, how much more when the Lord actually send his word back down? All right, the existence of the Lord is about to be executed. This is I actually got two real quick. This is Isaiah 26:8. It says, "Yea, in the way of thy judgments, O Lord," that's in all caps, Lord, have we waited for thee. The desire of our soul is to thy name and to the remembrance of thee. With my soul have I desired thee in the night. Yea, with my spirit within me will I seek thee early. For when thy judgments are in the earth, the inhabitants of the world will learn righteousness.
You got it. You can speak on. I was looking for something.
Yeah.
I
So it
got
said
one
when the
too.
Lord judgments is in the earth, the inhabitants, which makes up all the people that inhabits the earth. He didn't even specify nobody. He said the inhabitants of the world will learn righteousness. He even say start at his sanctuary. So his people that are Israelites gonna feel with the Lord judgments, man. All right, from
Hmm.
the ruler to the everything getting touched, man. All right, anything that's an inhabitant of the Lord, okay, they gonna feel, they gonna learn. It's gonna learn righteousness if they not of righteousness, right? You got the elect men, uh, uh, that's gonna actually be in this fire as well, man. Okay, but nonetheless, the judgments of the Lord earth is about the judgments of the Lord is about to be in the earth. This is another one. This is Jeremiah 9 and 24. It says, "But let him that glory in this, that he understandeth and knoweth me, that I am the Lord," that's in all caps, "which exercise loving kindness, judgment, and righteousness in the earth. For in these things I delight," said Yahweh. You got it.
Con,
I got one after him.
con. You can read it one more time, Brother Shaw.
Con, this Jeremiah 9 and 24. It says, "But let him that glory it in this. Let him that glory in this, that he understand and know it me,
Right.
that I am." Yep.
Yeah, if I could add, this is what you glory in, that you understand and know the Lord and know that, hey, you need to fear the Lord because of how terrible he can be, and how his judgment could just come upon you so swift, you know. Go ahead.
That I am Yahweh, which exercise loving kindness, judgment, and righteousness in the earth.
Hmm.
For in these things I delight, said Yahweh.
Yeah, and that's what the Lord delights in, judgment, all right, and righteousness, loving kindness, man. These are the things that the Lord delights in. So if you on the other side of these things, well, the Lord really don't have no delight for you, you know. There's only two sides of the fence you could be on. You got it, Elder.
Yeah.
I got one more verse. I got one more
Oh,
verse.
Salaga.
It says, Jeremiah 9 and 25, "Behold, the days come," so they're coming, said Yahweh, that's in all caps, "that I will punish all them which are circumcised with the uncircumcised." You got it.
Yeah, yeah. It says, "Behold, the days come," said Yahweh, "that I will punish all them which are circumcised with the uncircumcised." Meaning when you go into being spiritually, uncircumcised or circumcised, it ain't gonna really matter in that day, man. All right, because those who are circumcised, they know better, and those who are uncircumcised, they don't know better. You know, it's like it talks about how you gonna have Jakes, all right, that's in the truth, but that's gonna be saying, "Lord, Lord." You know, well, hey, you're not really doing the will of the Lord. Those who's doing it despitefully and not in sincerity and truth. You know,
And I'm gonna say that. And we went into that in the last video. That's mostly dealing with too through the spirit. All right, circumcised in heart, meaning knowing the Lord. All right, being renewed and knowing the Lord in your mind. All right, and it's important in the physical too, but the more or less, because you got people that you got people that's guys, case in point, that are circumcised on their foreskins, but they don't know the Lord. But what tops them all? To be to be circumcised in the foreskin of your mind, man, to know the Lord, to know his name, to know his son's name, to know the judgment and the will of the Lord, man. That's important. And to follow him, and obey him, man. Okay? Now this one goes into what you were saying earlier about the nations going to know, all right? And they're going to know through judgment. They're going to know through the destruction too, all right? This is Ezekiel chapter 38. I'm going to start at 21 and read down to 23. It says, and I will call for a sword against them throughout all my mountains, said the Lord, Yahweh. All right, and it says, every man's sword should be against his brother, and I will plead against him with plagues and with blood, and I will rain upon him and upon his bands and upon the many people that are with him, and overflowing rain and a great hailstorm, fire and brimstone. Now this is the point right here. Thus I will magnify myself and sanctify myself, and I will be known in the eyes of many nations, and they shall know that I am the Lord.
Yeah, that's gunsmoke, bro. It said all of this, the hailstones, fire, brimstone, pestilence, blood. The Lord is bringing all of these things back in the earth, all right, just to do what? Magnify himself, all right?
Oh, I gotta get it. I'm gonna get it through scripture. Go ahead, finish your point. I'm getting it right now.
Kind. It said, the Lord is bringing all of these judgments, just to magnify himself, man. How that's fearful in itself, man. You want to say something, Kalaya?
Yeah, because throughout all of these things that's going on in the earth, it's making people turn back to say, is somebody doing this? Is somebody that's doing this? You know, like the elder always go into, you even got like atheists that are saying, hey, they're leaving that, that rubbish behind. You know, they looking at it, and the Lord got it set up because it's all gonna point back to him at the end of the day, and he gonna get the glory.
Mm-hmm.
You got it up.
Hey, that just made me think about this. It was like a little short clip the Apostle Tahar posted maybe like a year or so ago when he had this atheist guy. All right, he was driving in his car and it was raining real bad. hmm And he said, "Well, if the Lord is real, let the lightning strike 3 times." And the lightning struck 3 times in a row, man. And he said, I don't know what I'm gonna do about that. Well, the Lord is getting ready to show, the majority of you other people who feel the same way, man. You know.
Yeah, this the one to back that one up.
Oh, kind.
This the one to back it up right here. This is the oldie but goodie. All right. This is Romans chapter 9, verse 17. It says, for the scripture said unto Pharaoh, even for the same purpose have I raised thee up, that I might show my power in thee, that I might make my bad, and that my name might be declared throughout all the earth.
hmm And what did he do with Pharaoh? He hardened his heart multiple times, man. All right, sent different plagues. All right, even with Moses throwing down the staff and it turned into a serpent. All right, through all of these, when you read throughout the different plagues in Exodus, that the Lord sent and put right in front of Pharaoh, he hardened his heart after it, so that he could do what? Do something even greater, do something even more miraculous miracle, man. Just to do
Same thing.
what?
I was
You
gonna
got
say, Salaki, the same thing gonna happen to this Egypt. All right, some
mm-hmm.
miraculous things gonna happen. All right, and the same thing's gonna happen for us. It's like if you had Moses back today, which Moses is somewhere. But I was gonna say, if you had it to where the same scenario happened, where hey, let my people go, all right, and all Israelites got on a tour mat of some helicopter pad or some runway, they'll delete us, man. They wouldn't let us go. The same reason they say, oh, nigga, go back home, go back to Africa, so-called Africa. If we really wanted to leave, they wouldn't let us go because Israelites make this place move and shake and do what it do. On top of just being on the bottom, man, they won't let us go, man. They'll delete us, man. So the Lord's gonna do what? He's gonna bring the same plagues back of ancient Egypt to this Egypt, man. Because this guy is Pharaoh too, man. All right, go ahead.
And if Jake was to leave here and actually go to a different land, just speaking as a man hypothetically, this society will crumble, man. All right, America, as you know it, it'll be completely done as a society. Why? Because Jake's the middle class, the poor, that's what keeps the money and fluctuating into the elite, the ruling class pockets, man. You know? But I'm a why you could bring that one out and then Kalai, you got yours.
Con. I had one real quick to back up Goliath
Kind.
talking about these atheists and agnostics. The reason that they don't believe is because they don't see the power. But this is Isaiah chapter 45, verse 15, and this is going into after the Lord magnifies his people, and they see the Israelites, they see Yahweh within the Israelite man. It says, "Verily thou art a power that hidest thyself, O God of Israel, the Savior. They shall be ashamed and also confounded, all of them." So they're going to be like, wait a minute, this is a power that hides himself. He existed this whole time. This whole time we had his people in derision and captivity, beating them, raping them, splitting their families apart. He was real the whole time. He just hiding himself. They're gonna be bugged
Hmm.
out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's gonna be
Hey,
a hell of oh, you got it, bro.
you make your point.
No, you got it.
Hey, I would just want to say that you was like he real. He existed this whole time, which again, that's his name, man. His name is he is. He
Con,
exists. When you go into the word existence, it means reality. All right. So when the things that the Lord said gonna happen is gonna come to reality, it means to stand forth to come out. So the Lord is about to come out or stand forth. It says to appear, to be visible, to emerge, man. All right. A lot of people think the Lord don't exist. He haven't done that in a long time. Even though he done everything, people don't know that everything that's done is of him. They don't know that. Literally, like it's not literal. So the Lord about to make reality literal, man. All right. It's about to become real. As Jake like to say, it says to come to light, to arise, to be produced into or turned into. This is what the Lord name means.
Right.
This what he exists. This is what his name means. You got it on right.
And his
I'm
son's
a
finna
I just
come
want
too.
to
I'm gonna say, and his son's finna come too, because what the scripture says that the lion finna come out of the thicket, the destroyer of the Gentiles is on his way.
Hmm.
So you can't forget that, man.
Iman,
Yeah, go ahead.
Iman, if I make a quick point, and this is why when you read precepts dealing with Jacob's trouble, it says like a time like no other, because in the past times, these other nations, they highly believed in a higher power. But now in this modern society, a lot of these nations, don't believe. They think this is what it is out here, just this, you know, atheistic, evolutionary, scientific society. So when Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai magnifies himself, it's been thousands of years since he really showed his power like that. So it's gonna be like no other time in human existence when he shows himself again. It's gonna be glorious, miraculous, just incomprehensible.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, you could bring that out. I'm why that's right on time.
con. It's 1 Samuel chapter 16. I'm gonna start at the top for context. It says, "And Yahweh said unto Samuel, How long wilt thou mourn for Saul, seeing I have rejected him from reigning over Israel? Fill thine horn with oil and go. I will send thee to Jesse the Bethlehemite, for I have provided me a king among his sons." And so this is the Most High talking to the prophet Samuel. He's telling him, "Look, I've taken the throne from Saul. I'm about to give it to one of the sons of Jesse." It says, "And Samuel said, How can I go? If Saul hear it, he will kill me. And Yahweh said, Take a heifer with thee, and say, I am come to sacrifice to Yahweh. And Jesse to the sacrifice, and call Jesse to the sacrifice, and I will show thee what thou shalt do. And thou shalt anoint unto me him whom I name unto thee." This is the point right here. It says, "And Samuel did that which Yahweh spake, and came to Bethlehem. And the elders of the town trembled at his coming and said, Comest thou peaceably? Peaceably?"
Because why? They already knew the terror and the judgments of the Lord. So they saw the prophet. What this was Nathan, right?
Under Samuel.
Or Samuel, Salaki, they say Samuel. But it's the prophet Samuel. They knew that Samuel was a prophet, All right, and they ask like, "Comest thou peacefully?" Because they know when prophets are on the scene, is to send out a warning or a message from the Lord. All right, heralds or ambassadors. These are messengers of the Lord's, man. You guys want to say something?
Yeah, I got the word trembling in the Hebrew.
Uh,
It says charad. It says to shudder with terror, hence to fear, to hasten with anxiety, to tremble, quake, to be afraid, to be startled, to be terrified, to be anxiously careful, to tremble.
yeah, yeah, and that's what the people here in this society don't do. They don't even realize that the men of the Lord or the prophets are out there on the highways and byways warning you and telling you what's coming. These people just in a dead state. They just sleep, man. You know.
They're doing the same things what they done in the times of Noah, man.
Mm-hmm.
All right, to the door, because we in the times of the door. All right, the doors of the chariots. All right, just like the doors of the ark close, well, the doors are closing, man. All right, you're gonna still in the Wisdom of Solomon chapter 5 talks about that. All right, these people gonna be groaning in anguish of spirit. All right, when they see the strangeness of the elect's salvation, man. So you're gonna have the same thing that happened back then: the beating of the doors, the hooping and hollering. But you've been warned for years. All right, you've been warned for according to the apostles, you've been warned for decades, man. All right, and then you have the times that we came in the truth. You've been warned day in and day out. All right, through these video epistles, through the actual prophets on the highways and byways. So it's no goddamn excuse, you know.
Got something for you.
You got it, Kalaya. Hey,
Con,
Bayan, you holding something, Bayan? You could get second
Con,
Ezra 15 and 11 for me. You got
con,
it, out.
con. This from the song of the three holy children, and it's verse 20, and it reads, "Deliver us also according to thy marvelous works, and give glory to thy name, O Lord, and let them and let all them that do thy servants hurt be ashamed, and let them be confounded in all their power and might, and let their strength be broken, and let them know that thou art the Lord Yahweh, the only power and glorious over the whole world." Yeah, and I brought that out, because hey, like we going into, that name, right? The Lord is finna, put his name back out there, man. As we've been going into, What you got it.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
You had one, Kabal? I know you said you had one earlier.
Yeah, I had one, but it kind of passed. Oh, I'll bring it out
Okay,
again. I'll just bring it out.
you got it.
Oh, I'm about to get it.
You just bring that one out real quick, Bayan, while he find that one he was looking for.
con. This is second Edris 15, and I just started at 10 to get a little bit more context to you. You wanted 11, right?
Con.
And I'll just get to 10 to get a little bit more context of it. It says, "Behold, my people is led as a flock to the slaughter. I will not suffer them now to dwell in the land of Egypt, but I will bring them with a mighty hand and a stretched out arm, and smite Egypt with plagues as before, and will
Right.
destroy all the land thereof."
It says as before. All right, giving you a context clue. It is talking about, here and now. All right, being in spiritual Egypt, according to Revelation 11 and 8. You know, and the Lord said He's going to smite Egypt with the same plagues, and He will destroy all the land thereof. Which is synonymous with what Isaiah 13 and I believe 19. All right, as it's going to be as Sodom and Gomorrah. You know, as Micah 4 and 1. You know, you can keep going out.
God, verse 12, it says, "Egypt shall mourn, and the foundation of it shall be smitten with the plague and punishment that the Most High shall bring upon it."
Right, it shall be smitten with the plague and the punishment that the Most High shall bring upon it. All right, and that's what you people here in America is getting ready to get a taste of real soon, man. You know,
Hey, you should read verses 5 and 6 in that second Esdras 15.
kind of, you might as well.
I got you. This is second Esdras 15 and 5. It says, "Behold, said the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction. For wickedness hath exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and their hurtful works are fulfilled."
Right, and as we could see the breakdown of society, all right, as they had this new thing looming, which is I don't even know how to say it without the algorithm, but the new uh
The white lung.
yeah, the white lung, you know, we can see that, the Lord is getting ready to do some things, man. As Kill Bill said before, this the next PDEMIC, all right, is gonna be way worse than what it was a couple years ago, man. You know, but that's all through the spirit of the Lord because He puts the spirit, on these different elites and everything to even whatever they do to get these different plagues out here, man. You know, that was it. Yeah, that was it. You want to say something?
Now I was gonna say, if you want, they got two more verses in this bit that hold it down a little bit more.
Uh,
8 and 9. You
nah, you
want to
could
get
just
that
stop
off?
right there. Nah, that's cool.
For sure, for sure.
Kabal, you had found yours?
Yeah, I got it.
Come on, you got it.
As Psalms 119, verse 126. It is time for thee, Lord, to work, for they have made void thy law.
And hey, man, look, ain't no gonna be no more talking, man. We like the brother say all the time. We ain't gonna be out there preaching, doing these lessons forever. You know, Eventually it's gonna come to a time for the Lord to it's just gonna be straight action. It's no more talking. Just like Jake said, I'm done talking. You know, and once the prophets, the men of the Lord are done talking, then it's gonna be time for the Lord to work, man. You know.
Yeah, I'll let these brothers see a video. If you finish watching that video I showed you, brothers, you gonna know that family word is here, man. The days, and I keep saying it, the days of the prophets on the highways and byways, the days of this internet thing is over with, man. All right, it's any day now. All right, any day now. You're gonna have to register. You're gonna have to have a particular ID just to get on here. All right, you're not gonna be able to say the things that we're saying. All right, for various algorithm reasons, or for law enforcement coming at your door for speaking the way we speak. All right, talking about the things we're talking about. So we have to count down, man. All right, this is it. All right, all the scriptures, you better have them sealed in your head, man. All the ways of the Most High, the things that you're supposed to do, you better have them. You better come to the realization of them and understand them because we had the countdown, man.
Hey, if I could say, over in Ireland right now, they're having some anti-immigration protests, which is being used to bring in more anti-hate speech measures, to where they're talking about if they even find information that they deem hate speech on like your phone or at your house, they can charge you because they say, oh well, we don't know if you're going to release that information or not, so we're just going to hem you up for it.
Damn.
And like I said, it all starts over there in them guinea pig countries, them guinea pig states. And then what they happen, they bring it over here. They find it easy to push over there on the people, so they push it over here. All right, and like I said, we're at the end, man. All right, we're at the end. Like I said, we're at the end to going out there cussing niggas out on the block, feet hurting, cold, and they're screaming on you all goddamn day. Because half of you ain't gonna get it. We know the bulk of you just gonna get deleted. All right, whether it's by the Most High, some backwood country 3-2 having in their mouth Edomite. We don't give a fuck. At the end of the day, this the end, man. All right. So with that being said, we must continue to preach the gospel till the Lord pulls us in, because we can see the Lord's finna do that. All right, you got it out.
I got you one,
Kind.
bro.
Oh, go ahead, Rock.
This Jeremiah 23 and 23. Now he says it's time for the Lord to work. I mean, the prophecies are lining up. The days are being shortened for the elect's sake. I mean, it's nothing else to really come to the earth, but wickedness has reached its all-time height. I mean, this is nothing else but for correction to come down. The Lord to come down and work. We're in the last days of the last days. It's perilous times, right? The scriptures are lining up, and the scriptures are not broken. So, I mean, it have to come to pass, man. This is the only thing left. I mean, if you vex, this is all you should be talking about. This is all you should want to come. This is Jeremiah 23 and 23. Am I a God at hand, said Yahweh, it's in all caps, and not a God afar off? Can any hide himself in secret places that I shall not see him, said Yahweh? Do not I fill heaven and earth, said Yahweh. You got it?
Yeah, and you ain't gonna be able to hide from the Lord, man. You can run from the prophets, the teachers, but you can't run from the Lord, bro. You know, if a brother could get Amos 5, huh?
That Jonah tried.
Yeah.
The Lord said, you
Hmm.
make your bed in hell, I'm going to meet thee there. Well, we in hell. All right. So the Lord going to meet, man, is that the Lord's coming? Everything is right there, man. The pot is hot. Okay. The stove is hot. Everything is ready, man. It's ripe. All right.
Yep.
The harvest is ready, man. Go ahead, brother.
If a brother could get Amos 5 and 13, and then let me get you to jump to 18. If a brother could grab that, Baba Shah.
I got it.
Uh,
Oh, you good.
Got something for you too, bro.
You can run yours with Kalaya.
Con. This Isaiah 65 and 11, and it reads, "But ye are they that forsake the Lord, that forget my holy mountain, that prepare a table for that troop, and that furnish the drink offering unto that number. Therefore will I number you to the sword, and ye shall all bow down to the slaughter, because when I called, ye did not answer, when I spake, ye did not hear, but did evil before mine eyes, and did choose that wherein I delighted not."
Right. And like the elder brought out earlier, the Lord delights in what? Righteousness, all right, judgment and loving kindness. So when you don't come when the Lord is call you, all right, then you delighting in what? Wickedness. It's no gray areas. You can't be in the middle with everything, man. You got it. I want to say something?
Yeah, I just wanted to quickly say this. Hey, and it's fitting that, you know, the prophets have been finna be put up, all right? Because now, things have gotten increasingly wickeder by the hour here. The Lord is justified to do away with these people, man. He has allowed the prophets to be out this long, and now he's justified. You see?
Hmm.
You
Well,
got
I
it, bro.
got one
Yeah.
more, brother.
Uh, if I could say real quick, you know, brother, like the warnings is going out, as the elder going to time and time again, there are men preaching everywhere, all across the four corners of the earth, bro. So it's not gonna be somebody in that time that say, "Oh, well, I didn't hear it." No, the Lord gonna make sure you heard it, and probably multiple times, just so that He be justified. All right, when vengeance and judgment is being executed, man. You got it, Kaya.
Yeah, because technically the Lord can't judge you if you never heard of him. He's a fair
Right.
God. Like the Lord, a just God. If you never really heard of the prophets, you never even heard a word of him or anything of him, then technically the Lord, he was like, I can't judge you. Like I couldn't, you didn't have the opportunity to actually follow righteousness or follow unrighteousness because you didn't what? You didn't hear of me. So that's why he say all his words gonna go into the end of the earth. Then shall the end come. So that way, it's gonna be heard from what the ends of the earth, whether it be through the
Mm-hmm.
via YouTube, whether it be through those boroughs or those small places. The Lord will put prophets or men there to hear His word, man. You're not gonna escape, all right, the hearing of the Lord's word. Every man is gonna be across every man path, whether you say multiple times, just once, or whatever. The Lord is justified. But this Sirach 16 and 17. I'm gonna read down a couple verses, brother. It says, "Say not thou, I will hide myself from the Lord. Shall any remember me from above? I shall not be remembered among so many people. For what is my soul among such an infinite number of creatures?" You gonna speak on it?
You got it.
Right. So how a man can hide himself in a crowd of people, basically saying the Lord not gonna remember him. For the Lord knoweth every hair on a man's head. How can He not spot a human that He put a spirit inside? All right, you big dummy. You know, like Fred Sanford used to say. It says, "Behold, the heaven and the heavens of heavens, the deep and the earth and all that therein shall be moved when He shall visit." So if the Lord touch every inch of this place, any inhabitant or creature on here gonna get touched. You ain't gonna be able to hide. You ain't gonna be able to run. You ain't gonna be able to duck off. All right. You gonna just you gonna be in the way of the Lord's judgment. It
If I
says
could
the
say,
mountains also. Go ahead.
if I could say real quick, Yahweh Shai says nothing that's secret, especially to the Lord, bro. It
Yep.
said no stone will be unturned,
Mm-hmm.
meaning it's gonna search every high and low. You got it though.
It's about to say that. 19, Sirach 16 and 19. The mountains also and foundations of the earth shall be shaken with trembling. There go the trembling word Amawai brought up. When the Lord looketh upon them, no heart can think upon these things worthily, and who is able to conceive His ways? It is a tempest which no man can see, for the most part of His works are hid. Who can declare the works of His justice, or who can endure them? For His covenant is afar off, and the trial of all things is in the end. So we're at the end of the trial of all things, man. All right. The Lord is about to judge the things of the end that He have saved for Himself, according to Proverbs 16 and 4. All right. That evil day for the wicked.
Mm-hmm.
Judgment is at hand. You got it, bro.
Come brother could get that Amos from me, Baba Gashar.
I got you. This is Amos 5 and 13. Therefore the prudent shall keep silence in that time, for it is an evil time.
Right, and the prudent is talking about the elect, all right, the prophets, the men, all right, that's out here that's warning you constantly. All right, but in that day, ain't nobody gonna be warning you then, you know. It's gonna be like it says, I think it's Ezekiel 3, he gonna make our tongues cleave to the roofs of our mouths, man. Why? Because it's an evil time. Ain't nobody gonna be running down the street with Bibles, all right, or phones, all right, trying to give you the word. We gonna know that that's it. All right, and it's the Lord's judgment that's set for you. Go ahead and jump down to 18 now.
God, woe unto you that desire the day of the Lord. To what end is it for you? The day of the Lord is darkness and not light. As if a man
Keep
did
going.
flee from a lion, and a bear met him, or went into the house and leaned his hand on the wall, and a serpent bit him. Shall
Yeah,
not
keep going. My bad.
okay. Verse 20. Shall not the day of Yahweh be darkness and not light, even very dark and no brightness in it?
And that's something that you have to ask yourself, when the Lord come back, what end is it gonna be for me? You know, examining yourself, whether you're doing the will of Yahweh about you outside, that you might be rewarded with salvation.
I had that Ezekiel you had quoted if you wanted, brother.
And and most of you people, you're not gonna be able to get, no rest in those days, man. All right. It says a man did flee from a lion and a bear met him, or went into the house and leaned his hand on the wall and the serpent bit him. You won't be awarded no rest in that day, man. All right. Because why? You didn't choose to fear the Lord. All right. You didn't take your time or your time of what you call it,
Grace.
liberty, kind. You know, you didn't take your time of liberty to try and get to know the Lord. All right, you're just gonna know the Lord when he's magnifying his name again, all right, as he did before. You
Yeah,
know?
it's like that's right. Like trying to get to know somebody when they hot and mad, man. They really, riled up. And you trying to, hey man, what's your name? That's somebody bat shit out you, man. You know, especially a so-called black man. You don't interrupt a so-called black man when he hot and mad, man. All right, especially on some trying to get to know somebody type of tip. That's the wrong time. The wrong time to try to get to know someone, man. And a lot of you people gonna find that out. You know,
Hey,
and
that's
a
why I
lot
say
of you
when
jakes, real quick, a lot of you jakes, you're late to your funeral any goddamn way, as they say. You wait to the last minute, your timing is all off. You bullshit and you play. So when it's time, when it's been time for the years to get to know the Lord, to get down with the Lord's program, you did not. You, like the scripture says, you fanned the hand, you shunned, all right, the opportunity. So the Lord ain't trying to hear that, man. All right, like we always say down here, congratulations, you played yourself. All right, and you're gonna find out you played yourself big time. Go ahead,
you
Yeah,
see,
kind. Oh,
they say when the Lord, the add the Yakanan, I read it earlier, say when the Lord judgments in the earth, then they gonna learn righteousness, man. But
mm-hmm.
that's kind of late when you got the leisure right now from the prophets to hear the word of the Lord right now. I mean, you got to take heed to men that's like us, like, man, the hell with that. We heard what the Lord gonna do. Some of us ain't even hear about the judgments of the Lord and start following the Lord. Some brothers heard the honey. They didn't even hear the alashag or the rough parts of the Lord before they start to decide to change their lives, change their dietary law, the way they eat and different things. Then they start to hear the bitter and the other parts of the judgment, man. You know? So you better take heed, all right? And don't try to learn the Lord when his judgments is in the earth. You got it, bro.
Yeah, I just wanted to add to the point that the elder brother made, and Jake hot and pissed off, you even like either your woman or whatever, your mama, they go and try to like touch you or Jake, like, man, fucking touch me, That's Jake though. Just try to get to know the Lord, when he's just pure and all out brawl, especially, when Yahushua makes his return, man. All right, when he's in his glorious apparel, you know. Man, it's just gonna be a all out. Hey, we just hope that we on the right side of the fence. You got it, Kalaya.
Yeah, I tell you in Jeremiah the 15th chapter, like verse 1, all right, it go
Mm-hmm.
into like how when them people gonna try to inquire of the prophets, the Lord told him, he said, hey, he can't even cast his mind towards them people. Right? His mind can't even be towards them at that point. And then immediately after that, he said, tell them just go forth. And then he comes with judgments, to the dogs to tell, to the fowls, right, to the sword, to the captivities. That's what the Lord got to say in that day. That's it. No, the straight judgment.
Uh,
You got it.
I got one too.
yeah, you got it.
God, this just to back up what all y'all saying is Ezekiel 33, verse 33, it says, and when this cometh to pass, lo, it will come, then shall they know that a prophet have been among them. And we know when you read what Daniel 9 and 10, the voice of the Lord is the prophets. All right. So when they realize that the prophets were among them, they realize, okay, that was the voice of the Lord. When they see the judgment, they're gonna say, wait a minute, there were some guys that were talking about this. They were talking about World War III. They were talking about the implantable stamp. They were talking about all these things, and now it's happening. They're gonna know that was the Most High warning me, and now it's too late.
If a brother could grab, if anybody got anything else, I just got one or two more.
I got you one more.
You got it.
Yeah, this Exodus 22, and this going to the Lord just doing this thing, man. This Exodus 22, like you said with the prophets, this 22 and 23, the printers in 24 says, if thou afflict them in any wise, and they cry at all unto me, I will surely hear they cry, which the prophets are sighing and crying, man, for these people. Hey, when the people don't listen to us and nothing is happening, and these days are being prolonged, and we vexed, man. All right, we crying to the Lord like, Lord, they're not listening, man. On top of that, he still have us what? Talking to them. So that's an affliction to us. When we go on a corner, even though they don't hear us, and we still afflicted. We making our bodies a sacrifice, right? Our feet hurting, right? We gotta still deal with the elements and the weather. So we're afflicted in any wise. We're afflicted on every wise. To be real with you, it says,
Mhm.
and if they cry to me, I will surely hear their cry, and my wrath, and in my wrath shall wax hot, and I will kill you with the sword. So the Lord gonna get pissed off and kill you people with the sword, man. All right, because y'all ain't listen to the prophets. Okay, and the Lord wrath, which the Lord wrath is his anger, is his righteous indignation. He gonna kill you with the sword, and your wives shall be widows, and your children fatherless. You got it, bro.
Yeah, and that's Jake. That you want to say something? Kalai, you want to say something?
Now I was gonna wait till you finish. I had a
Oh,
question.
oh, if a brother could grab Ezekiel 12 and 21, and you're gonna read down a little bit in that.
I'm on
But
it.
that's what I was gonna say. That's Jake. Waxing hot in their wrath, man. All right, because at the end of the day, this is our people from uh generation to generation. You know, as apostles go into it time and time again. Saying that, oh, y'all been saying that this was gonna happen. Oh, y'all been saying that this was gonna happen. So when it actually happened, you not being prepared for it is gonna catch you like it says in Thessalonians as a thief in the night. You got it out.
Con. That is Isaiah chapter 2 and verse 11. It reads, "The lofty looks of man shall be humbled, and the haughtiness of men shall be bowed down, and the Lord alone shall be exalted in that day."
Yeah, it said the Lord alone. You know, the Lord alone is gonna be exalted in that day because why? You gonna know that there is a power. All right, it might not seem like it in your tiny little brain that there's no power right now, but you gonna get to know. You know, you could grab that Ezekiel 12, whoever was grabbing it, and
I got it.
we probably just ended
Uh,
off on that.
what was that? Ezekiel 12 and what was that?
You can start at 21.
Con. This is Ezekiel 12 and 21. It says, "And the word of the Lord Yahweh came unto me, saying, Son of man, what is that proverb that ye have in the land of Israel, saying, the days are prolonged, and every vision faileth?"
Right, and that's what Israel says. Oh, y'all been saying World War III was gonna happen. Oh, y'all been saying this place was gonna be destroyed. It's become a proverb, all right, in amongst Israel, amongst our people, man. Like our parents, grandparents say, oh, baby, we've been there the last days. Well, this is what the words of the Lord is saying. Keep going on.
Verse 23, it says, "Tell them therefore, thus saith the Lord Yahweh thy power, I will make this proverb to cease, and they shall no more use it as a proverb in Israel. But say unto them, the days are at hand, and the effect of every vision."
Right,
Mhm.
so it's time for prophecy to be fulfilled, man. You see? It's time for prophecy to be fulfilled. All right, that goes with salvation. All right, and that goes with the whole role of it. The end time prophecies, man. You can read verse 24,
Verse
and
20,
you can stop at 25. You can read 25.
come. It's verse 24, Ezekiel 12 and 24. It says, "For they, select it, for there shall be no more any vain vision, nor flattering," what's that, divination?
Divination.
Divinations.
Divination.
Divination. Divination. Come, I'm gonna read it again. "For there shall be no more any vain vision, nor flattering divination with the house of Israel. For I am the Lord Yahweh. I will speak, and the word that I shall speak shall come to pass. It shall
Right.
be no
It said the word that I speak shall come to pass. And last time I checked, we were speaking the Lord's words. So it's getting ready to come to pass. Well, it's not getting ready, it's here. All right. Keep going out.
I will speak, and the word shall speak. It's like I will speak, and the word that I shall speak shall come to pass. It shall be no more prolonged, for in your days, O rebellious house, will I say the word and will perform it, said the Lord Yahweh, thy power.
Right. And the Lord has been saying the word, and so it's getting ready to be performed, man. All right, as the brother Kabar brought out, it's time for thee to work. All right. So the Lord is getting ready to perform his word. He's getting ready to magnify his name, man. All right.
Yes.
So y'all brothers had anything else?
I got
He
one.
magnified word above his name. His word go
That's right.
before his name. So as his judgments come, then his name gonna be reenacted back in the earth. But you gonna see his work before his name come back, man. You
Yeah.
got it, bro. And his name
You
is
got
back. It's in the mouth of the prophets, technically, but the world don't understand his name. But they gonna understand his judgments. Then they gonna know his name. You got it.
you got it, Kabar.
As Habakkuk 2 verse 3. For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come and it will not tarry.
That's right. You can break it down.
Kind. And that vision, as these brothers breaking out, everything the Lord had written, as far as a destruction of this place. It said, and it shall speak. I mean, it's gonna come. It's gonna come to pass. All right. Though it seemed like people in the physical, like it seemed like everything is taking long, but in the day, it's coming sooner than we think. It's speaking right now. Hey, as we could see, hey, everything is coming to pass, man. We just wait for that end, that final man, where the Lord just completely destroy America, man, and the elect get beamed up and get delivered.
Fine. You want to say something, Ryan?
Nah, I just agreeing.
Oh, fine. Hey, brother, had anything else?
No, that was it.
So, I brought this out that this Shabbat lesson was edifying. All right. And, as it says in Second Corinthians, knowing therefore the terror of the Lord, we persuade men. So hopefully this lesson was persuading to you that, hey, don't wait till it's too late to try to get in the good graces of the Lord. Right. So with that, we're gonna give our praises, glory, infinite honors to Yahweh.
Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Rakahashwadash.
Double honors once again to the apostles and the elders of great millstone who rule well. Peace, blessings, and salutations be to the hopefully elect. All right, till next time I say Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.